Dunks are some of the most exciting moments in basketball, and the NBA has given us countless unforgettable dunks over the years. From jaw-dropping aerial moves to powerful slams that shake the rim, these highlights have become legendary in the world of sports. Watching classic NBA games filled with incredible dunks is like taking a trip down memory lane, where you can relive the magic of players soaring through the air and delivering crowd-pleasing performances. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just love the thrill of the game, these dunk highlights from classic NBA games are sure to get your adrenaline pumping and remind you why basketball is such an amazing sport. Before delving into the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Derrick Rose on Goran Dragic. Before his first ACL tear during his fourth season in the NBA, 2011-12, Derrick Rose was one of the most talented and explosive players in the league. Standing 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighing 200 pounds at just 21 years old, Rose was known for his incredible speed and athleticism. One of Rose's most memorable moments came on January 22, 2010, during a game between the Chicago Bulls and the Phoenix Suns. As he drove down the court, he took off for a two-handed dunk that would go down in history. Rose jumped so high that it looked like he was flying. He put the ball behind his head and slammed it down with both hands, landing with a force that shook the entire arena. It was one of the most electrifying dunks in NBA history, and fans still talk about it today. Gerald Green windmill off a lob. It's not every day that basketball fans get to see someone jump so high for a dunk that their head is above the rim. But that's exactly what Gerald Green did during a game between the New Jersey Nets and the Houston Rockets on March 10, 2012. Standing 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighing 205 pounds at the age of 26, Green showed off his incredible athleticism in a way that left everyone in awe. During the game, he caught a lob pass while flying through the air and, as if that wasn't impressive enough, finished with a windmill dunk, spinning the ball around before slamming it into the hoop. It was an incredible display of skill and power, and the crowd went wild. Kobe Bryant to Shaquille O'Neal, lob vs. Portland. While there might be more impressive dunks in NBA history, few are as iconic as the alley-oop from Kobe Bryant to Shaquille O'Neal. When basketball fans hear about this famous play, they can immediately picture the moment in their minds. In the Western Conference Finals between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers. At that time, Shaquille O'Neal, who was 7 feet 1 inch tall and weighed 325 pounds at the age of 27, was one of the most dominant players in the league. Kobe Bryant, who was just 21 years old, stood 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighed 212 pounds. With just a few minutes left in the game, Kobe drove down the court and threw a perfect lob pass to Shaq, who jumped up and slammed the ball through the hoop with his usual force. The arena erupted in cheers as Shaq ran down the court with a huge grin on his face, pointing at Kobe in celebration. LeBron James posterizes Jason Terry. LeBron James has had many amazing dunks throughout his career, but one of the most memorable happened when he played for the Miami Heat. During a game against the Boston Celtics in 2013, a perfect play unfolded. Dwan Wade passed the ball to Mario Chalmers, who quickly handed it off to Norris Cole. Cole then lobbed the ball to LeBron James, who caught it in midair and slammed it down right over Jason Terry. LeBron, who was 6 feet 9 inches tall, weighed 250 pounds, and was 28 years old at the time, was known for his incredible power and athleticism. Jason Terry, on the other hand, was much smaller at 6 feet 2 inches and 185 pounds, and was 35 years old. After the dunk, LeBron stood over Terry, staring him down to make a powerful statement. This dunk is often considered one of the greatest of LeBron's career, and many fans believe his time with the Miami Heat was when he was at his absolute best. Baron Davis on Andrei Kirilenko. Baron Davis's dunk over Andrei Kirilenko during the 2006-2007 NBA season is remembered not just for the dunk itself, but for the incredible moment it created. At the time, the Golden State Warriors were not expected to make the playoffs, but they surprised everyone with their strong play. Baron Davis, who was 6 feet 3 inches tall, went up against Andrei Kirilenko, a much taller player at 6 feet 9 inches, who played for the Utah Jazz. The crowd went wild as Davis, who weighed 209 pounds and was 27 years old, showed no fear against the bigger Kirilenko, who weighed 220 pounds and was 25 years old. It remains one of the most exciting plays in NBA history. Paul George 360 windmill. Paul George, a former small forward for the Indiana Pacers, has always been known for his incredible dunks. Standing 6 feet 8 inches tall and weighing 220 pounds, George was just 23 years old and entering his prime during the 2013-14 NBA season. One of his most memorable dunks happened on January 18, 2014, when the Pacers played against the Los Angeles Clippers, a team famous for their own spectacular dunks, especially from star player Blake Griffin. All alone on one side of the court, he took off and performed an unbelievable 360-degree windmill dunk, a move usually seen only in NBA slam dunk contests. The crowd erupted in cheers as George showed off his skill and athleticism, proving why he was considered one of the best dunkers in the NBA. Dwan Wade on Kendrick Perkins. During the 2010-11 season, the Miami Heat were in their first year with their Big Three and wanted to show everyone how strong they were. In a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, who had young stars like Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, Dwan Wade pulled off one of the best dunks ever seen. Wade, who was 6 feet 4 inches tall, 220 pounds, and 29 years old, made a great spin move and then dunked the ball with both hands right over Kendrick Perkins, the Thunder's big man, who was 6 feet 10 inches tall and weighed 270 pounds. After the dunk, Wade celebrated with a classic taunt, making the moment even more memorable. This dunk was incredible, and if you haven't seen it, you definitely should. Shaquille O'Neal on Chris Dudley. Shaquille O'Neal, also known as Shaq, was one of the best and most unstoppable players during his prime. On March 28, 1999, Shaq made one of his most memorable and disrespectful dunks. During a game against the New York Knicks, Shaq, known as the Diesel, delivered a powerful two-handed slam over Knicks center Chris Dudley. After dunking, Shaq swung towards Dudley and pushed him to the ground. As Shaq ran back to play defense, Dudley, clearly upset, threw the ball at Shaq. Even though Dudley was angry after the dunk, NBA fans still love watching this incredible and fierce play. Julius Irving rocks the baby. Julius Irving's dunk on January 5, 1983 is one of the most iconic moments in NBA history. When he threw down this famous slam, Philadelphia 76ers fans went wild, though they couldn't have known how legendary this moment would become. Dr. J was known for always putting on a great show, but this dunk was his best. His famous Rock the Baby dunk didn't just excite fans, it also inspired many flashy dunks in the years that followed. DeAndre Jordan on Brandon Knight. As great as Dr. J's dunk in 1983 was, nothing compares to DeAndre Jordan's incredible dunk over Brandon Knight 30 years later. On March 10, 2013, Jordan, who played for the Los Angeles Clippers, showed everyone why the team was called Lob City. While Griffin had many great dunks, Jordan's dunk over the Detroit Pistons guard, Brandon Knight, is unforgettable, no matter how many times you watch it. After the dunk, Jordan made a funny face, which perfectly captured the moment. Amazing dunks like these are a big reason why fans love basketball so much.